What's up, everybody? Marvel Cross 316 back with another comic book flashback today, folks. We are looking at X-Men issue number 111. And today, folks, we have something very peculiar going on here. What exactly has happened to the X-Men? We see Storm, Colossus, Nightcrawler, Wolverine. They've all been, look like they've been brainwashed here, as we see Wolverine is the killer beast in the human form, Storm, the goddess of elements, man or monster, and then Colossus lifting these giant weights. What is going on here? We're going to find all this out, as today's title is Mind Games. And also, folks, this issue is brought to you by Chris Claremont, who wrote this issue. We have John Byrne on the penciling, Terry Austin on the inking, Tom Orzechowski on the coloring, as well as Mary Titus, and then Archie Goodwin on the editing. And we have a guest star in this issue, and that is none other than the lovable blue furball Beast, who is also an original member of the X-Men. And we see that what Beast is going to behold here with his own sight is he's like, wow, I can't believe this. Now, at this point, we need to remember the context. And the context is that the Beast is not a part of the X-Men in this issue. He is actually a member of the Avengers. And he is just summoning a call from a good friend of his, when we'll find out who exactly that is. But we see that Banshee is the one that is promoting this circus, where he's basically saying for a measly $5 you can behold sights you've never seen before with all of these different mutants here and everything that they can do. Banshee is doing this, and Beast is like, what is going on here? Banshee, a carnival barker? And those posters behind him, from the pictures I've seen, they could be the new X-Men, but I'm not sure. I suppose I should have taken time out to meet them, but life in the Avengers has been so hectic lately, I haven't had the chance. And so what he's going to do then is look at him and say, well, that does look like Wolverine and Nightcrawler and Storm, but I can't be too sure. So what does that prove? I still don't have anything concrete, and I can only go so far working on hunches. Oh, Lorna, what have you gotten this little beastie into? Yes, Lorna Danes is the one that contacted the Beast. She was frantic when she phoned from Scotland. Havoc had been kidnapped, and she had been unable to get any answer when she called the X-Men for help. So Beast goes to the X-Mansion, notices that the X-Men seem to have been missing for weeks here, as their mail has been piling up. The kitchen here is a total mess. Food has been half eaten. He even goes to Cerebro, and he has to restart the system of Cerebro. Cerebro's been completely shut down, and when he finally gets Cerebro working, he is able to locate the X-Men with no problem, as they're in Texas here, working in this carnival. And the Beast is looking, he's like, wow, that Aerolist, for instance, she's a redhead. She could be Jean, but if that poster outside is any indication, she sure isn't the Marvel girl I knew. All around the Beast, the crowd holds its breath as the slim young woman, 40 feet up and working without a safety net, climaxes her performance with an incredible triple somersault. She reaches for her catcher but misses, and he's like, oh no, I gotta go help her. But instead, she's able to glide down with ease. So Beast knows that this is not Ms. Destiny. This is, in fact, Marvel Girl, the girl, the teammate that he's worked with for so many years. So he goes to her little, looks like trailer here, and he's like, excuse me, Miss Destiny, may I come in? She allows him to come in. And he's like, oh man, I think I've got the wrong woman. I'm looking for Jean Grey. All of a sudden, looks like a guy that looks very similar to Cyclops walk in, and it is Cyclops, but he's going by the name of Slim Summers. All of a sudden, his hat falls off here, Beast hat. He's, oh man. So now Beast has a fight on his hands as all these carnival freaks come to take him down here, and Beast is going to have a fight, like I said, and he's going to have to figure out exactly who is controlling the X-Men. He's now had his hunch realized as he notices that these are the X-Men, but someone is controlling them, and he's going to have to figure out exactly who it is. And so while all this is taking place, we see Wolverine is in chains, and Beast is going to be clobbered by Colossus, one huge punch to the back of the head. And Wolverine again is seeing all this taking place. And this guy says, "Hey, you guys, the Ruskies found him. That talking teddy bear's in the freak show tent. Thanks a heap, Colossus." Now, we see Beast is not able to overcome the odds here. Wolverine's face shows it all here. Wolverine is probably the only one that is not in a total mindless state as he mutters, "No." And so we're going to see here that Beast is finally going to realize who is behind all this. It is none other than Mesmero. Mesmero is a classic X-Men villain. And we see here that Mesmero has done this to get revenge on the X-Men. And the first person that he was able to hypnotize was the Phoenix. And the Phoenix led Mesmero to the X-Mansion, and he was able to hypnotize the rest of the X-Men. Wolverine is able to break the chains here. And so we're going to see that Wolverine is going to play a huge factor in freeing the X-Men here. And he's like, "Sing, Canary, before I count to 5, or I pop my claws." You're bluffing. 1, 4, 5. All right, I'll talk. And so finally, Wolverine's going to break, and he's going to then free Cyclops and Jean Grey from their madness here. He said, "Come here, babe." He said, "You and me are going to have words. Lady, I wish there was no other way." And he slaps her a few times. Jean Grey gets mad and she transforms into the Phoenix and said, "Don't you hit me, little man. Don't you ever hit me like that again." All of a sudden, Phoenix realizes where she's at. And she said, "Oh, Wolverine, I'm so sorry. Are you all right?" He said, "I'm a banged up some, but I'll live. Shoot, lady, you pack a mean zap. Help me up, will ya? We gotta use your powers to free the rest of the X-Men." And so that's what they're going to do here. Meanwhile, we see Mesmero is trying to hypnotize the Beast here, and he's not being able to be successful. When all of a sudden, Mesmero is going to be shocked when he finds out that there is someone else here that is also seeking revenge against the X-Men. So who could that be? Well, we're going to find out here as all the X-Men finally have regained their identities here, and they're going to make short work of these guys, these hitmen here. They're going to run into that trailer here where Mesmero's at. Cyclops says, "Thanks, Phoenix. All right, Mesmero, fun and games are over. Do you come quietly or do we take you apart?" All of a sudden, Mesmero falls down to the ground. He's like, "Good Lord." All of a sudden, someone is sitting in that dark trailer. He says, "I shouldn't worry about Mesmero if I were you, Cyclops. I should instead worry about simply surviving to see tomorrow's sunrise. Lenin's ghost. Gods of the earth and air. No, it can't be. Yes, it is. It is Magneto." He says, "Greetings, X-Men. I trust you're all quite recovered from Mesmero's mind games. We have unfinished business, you and I. If you'll remember from last we met, which was in issue 104, he says, I swore that not all your powers nor your skills would save you from my wrath, and they will not. This time, the final victory will belong to Magneto." The next issue, folks, 2 words says it all. 2 words that could very well sound the death knell of the X-Men: Magneto triumphant. What is going to happen next issue, folks? As we look at issue number 112, will the X-Men be able to overcome Magneto, the deadliest villain of the X-Men? We'll find all this out, folks, in issue 112. But go ahead now and give this video a like. Comment down below what you liked about this issue. Subscribe if you have not. And I will see y'all in the next one.